this constantly. No, I won't take a shot. Sets me free. It's wrong, I can't cry. I love the butterflies and myself. That this is the last time. It's wrong, I can't make right. Slipping off in the moonlight when I knew you. I had myself bleeding on the ground. Cause you say those things, got no clue what you have found. I'm a rosy, but you cut me down. It's wrong, I can't make right. I love the butterflies and myself. That this is the last time. I can't make right. Slipping off in the moonlight when I knew you. I had myself bleeding.
There's no point in running away now. I'd rather sleep until the storm is gone. She'd rather be shooting at me now. I know we will end up in anger as well. Because we get older, we say we have what's ready to fire. I don't think that bullets really that desire. Looks like a blink of an eye's not enough. She'd rather be sleeping for days now. I'd rather fix it than mess up again. She'd rather be burning it all now. I know we will.